Hello there, sir or madam. I am about to introduce on what is cognitive science. I hope you will be interested in my content and hire me as your employee. Alright, here we go. Cognitive science is the study of the mind and the way people think. But to elaborate, it's a very interdisciplinary study. It covers 6 different fields: psychology, philosophy, linguistics, anthropology, neuroscience, and computer science or AI, or artificial intelligence if you don't know what AI means. The goal of the field is to understand human intelligence, how our minds process the information around us and causes us to behave the way what we do. Psychology was dominant prior to the cognitive revolution in the 1950s. This is when the idea of behaviorism was very popular. You know the experiment with Pavlov's dogs where they measured how much their dog salivated based on whether or not they heard the bell? Yeah, that's called classical conditioning, which is essentially behaviorism, which is the idea that humans behave based on stimuli. But then, this new idea came up that humans are probably not just responding to stimuli, but they're actually taking in and processing the information in their environment. So, we started to question how we take in that information. How is information presented in our brains? How do we compute that information to produce behavior? And what biological mechanisms are involved? It's super complex, super broad, and super cool, and requires a lot levels of analysis than psychology itself. We're so obsessed with smart cars, smartphones, smart everything. You know when you talk to a Google Assistant because it's COVID and you're lonely that you have no one else to talk to. Hey Google, what's the temperature today? It is 33 degrees Celsius. That's cognitive science with an emphasis on in linguistics. These speech-to-text models that are implemented in Google Assistant's algorithms are actually modeled from the way humans process language themselves, including factoring in things like intonations, common words in sentences, and accents, all so they can read what you're saying accurately and produce an accurate result back. And if you're not into tech, besides, understanding the way humans think encompasses a variety of fields. For example, we understand that the hippocampus in our brain plays a huge role in memory. So now researchers have actually developed artificial hippocampi. They developed artificial hippocampi in order to help cure diseases like Alzheimer. Isn't that insane? And those are just a couple of ways that you can see cognitive science being applied to the world around us. Wow, we are so good, intelligent as a species. So I definitely think it's a great field to study, especially now since we are so focused on building technologies and solutions that can improve human lives as we know it. That is all from me. Thank you, sir and madam, for lending your time.